Who was Martin Luther King, and why is his name etched so deeply into the annals of history? This man was not just an ordinary individual, but a symbol of courage, a beacon of hope. His potent words and peaceful protests propelled the civil rights movement forward. His leadership, as steadfast as a lighthouse amidst a storm, guided a nation towards equality. His efforts were so profound that they earned him a Nobel Peace Prize. To truly appreciate his influence, we must first delve into the journey of his life. Born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King Jr. was destined to leave a profound impact on our world. Brought up in a middle-class family, young Martin was nurtured in an environment that valued education. His intellect shone through early on, and by the age of 15 he found himself walking through the doors of Morehouse College, an achievement that was nothing short of extraordinary. However, the halls of academia were not the only ones calling to King. The pull of the ministry, a path his father had walked before him, was too compelling to ignore. Making the decision to follow in his father's footsteps, King entered the realm of religious service, a choice that would later intertwine with his fight for equality. It was during his time at Boston University that King would meet his future wife, Coretta Scott, and encounter the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, which would shape his approach to activism. As the leader of the civil rights movement, King's philosophy of peaceful resistance would become a beacon of hope during a tumultuous era. His potent and persuasive voice echoed through the streets, stirring the hearts of millions to rally against racial segregation. One of the significant turning points in Martin Luther King's career was his involvement in the Montgomery bus boycott. This citywide protest against racial segregation on the public transit system was a direct response to Rosa Parks' historic act of defiance. King's role was pivotal, inspiring thousands to participate in this peaceful demonstration that lasted an astounding 381 days. His leadership during this year-long protest led to the Supreme Court ruling that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. King's influence did not stop there. Recognizing the need for a unified front in the ongoing struggle for civil rights, he played a key role in the formation of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. This organization became a critical platform for King and other leaders to mobilize the masses and coordinate civil rights activities across the South. Arguably, one of the most memorable moments of King's career was his instrumental role in the March on Washington. On that fateful day in August 1963, over 200,000 people gathered to demand equal rights for all citizens, regardless of their race. Standing at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, King delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, a powerful call for freedom and equality that resonated across the nation and the world. King's relentless pursuit of justice and equality did not go unnoticed. His efforts were recognized globally when he became the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. This prestigious award was a testament to his unwavering commitment to the civil rights movement and his dream of a nation where everyone is judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Though his life was tragically cut short in 1968, Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy continues to inspire millions around the world. His tireless dedication and unyielding spirit reshaped the landscape of civil rights legislation in the United States. His dream of equal rights became the beating heart of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Landmark laws that dismantled the legal framework of segregation and ensured that every citizen, regardless of race, had an equal voice in the democratic process. Beyond the borders of the United States, King's teachings of nonviolence and civil disobedience influenced freedom movements around the globe. His philosophy echoed in the actions of leaders like Nelson Mandela in South Africa and Lech Walesa in Poland, proving that King's dream was not confined to one nation, but was a universal call for justice and equality. Posthumously, King's contributions have been recognized and celebrated. In 1986, Martin Luther King Jr. Day was established as a national holiday, a day to honor a man who dared to dream of a better, fairer world. Each year, on the third Monday of January, we remember his courage, his vision, and his unwavering belief in the power of nonviolent protest. As we reflect on the life and work of Martin Luther King Jr., we are reminded of his enduring message of peace, equality, and justice.